Hello viewers, thank you for joining us on another episode of Crime and Road Safety Watch. Just like crime, cancer can strike anyone, regardless of age, background and circumstances. That is why we are encouraging members of the public to take advantage of this Cancer Awareness Month and get tested. My name is Onesisa Sivanda. It's good to be back. Efforts to get rid of drug peddlers is ongoing, and perpetrators will go behind bars without fear or favor. In a recent case, Zeterapi Dombotombo arrested a drug peddler following a swift reaction to a tip-off. Let us hear more on this arrest from the officer in charge Zeterapi Dombotombo, Inspector Isaac Makwenzi.
Zeterapi Dombotombo arrested a suspect by the name Sydney Mbayiwa Matsikiti, popularly known as Bruno. Of late, we received information that the suspect was selling drugs at Dombotombo bus terminal. We intercepted him whilst he was driving his Granvia motor vehicle. When we arrested him, he abandoned his vehicle and ran away, leaving the motor vehicle with a lot of drugs packed in his motor vehicle. We also received information that the same suspect was selling drugs. Police rushed to the scene where he was arrested, and upon his arrest, the police recovered cash amounting to more than $2,000 and several drugs that include Dacha, Bronclear, Astrapain, and Benylin codeine. As Zeterapi, we are warning members of the public that dealing dangerous drugs is a serious offense which attracts stiffer penalties. Therefore, anyone who will be found on the wrong side of the law will be brought to book.
Tikutenda mapurisa edu pa Dombotombo muno marondera ne drug section yedu ye CID marondera nekubetsera kwavakaita kusunga Bruno izvi zvabetsera kuti community yedu inei madrugs aderere. Tiri kukumbirisa zvikuru kuvabereki vedu muno marondera kuti muwe neinformation yakawanda kumapurisa kuti bate vamwe ava vasati vapera.
Moving on, the Christian community is also participating immensely in cascading anti-drug and substance use messages. This past week, members of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Southerton, Harare, partnered the police to campaign against this menace at Southerton Primary School. Speaker after speaker bemoaned such practice and called for an end to this cancer. Honorable Charles Tawengwa, the Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Harare Metropolitan Province, was represented at the event as the guest of honor.
We meet at a time when our communities, especially our young people, are facing a serious threat, the problem of drug and substance abuse. As the government of Zimbabwe, we are deeply concerned about the rise in drug use. Although the police have a role to arrest anyone supplying and using drugs unlawfully, this problem cannot be solved by the police alone. That is why we are equally encouraged when communities such as this one takes a stand to say enough is enough. Such initiatives are applauded, and we hope they can continue and increase so that those responsible feel the weight of community concern. I wish to commend the Southerton SDA for its leadership in organizing this. We all hope for a day when our young people will say no to drugs and substance abuse. As we have marched together today, let our voices echo beyond these school grounds. Let us send a message of hope to every home in Harare that we choose life, we choose health, and we choose a drug-free Zimbabwe.
Today we are on an anti-drug and substance abuse awareness campaigns where we have the police joining hands with the church communities within Southerton. In particular today, we have made a march within the Southerton communities in partnership with the SDA Church. The reason why we have made a partnership with the church communities, we have seen the church playing a vital role in the rehabilitation of victims from cases of drug and substance abuse. And we have created WhatsApp groups where the police share information with the communities and we have received volumes of information and made arrests, and the cases have been sent to Mbare Magistrates Court, where some cases have been finalized and some cases are still pending trial. We appeal to the communities to send messages, to send information through our WhatsApp groups and ensure that police react.
According to World Health Organization, it was a realization that more than 60% of our young people are involved in substance misuse, and is also very relevant in our community. So as a local church in Southerton, we thought that if we can come and join the police service and have a campaign against substance abuse, it will go a long way in changing the mood and the culture of doing things in our area. So what we have started today is just a beginning of bigger things to come.
Some survivors spoke on lived experiences.
For 15 years, ndakandiri trapped muma clutches addiction. Inini ndaitora 7 drugs, ndinoti 7 madimoni. Ndakatanga nedoro, ndapedza doro rikadedza fodya, zvikadedza mbanje tikapinda pabronco, mangemba, those are diazepam tablets, ndobva ndaita futi cat, is some form of cocaine. Metsero yazvo ndanga ndakubhema guka. Chandakazoita ndatora madrugs, baba vangu vanga vari vice chancellor kuSolusi. Ndakati ndada kudhakwa, baba vangu vaibhadhara fees asi mari yekudhakwa paisava nayo. Ndakabva ndafunga kuti regai ndipaze mucomputer lab, ndikatsvaira macomputers ese imomo. Now imbondiudzai vabereki, baba vangu ndo headmaster wepachikoro ichocho. Munofunga kuti vakanzwa sei? Baba kana vachitaura vanoti vakasvoda, vakawisha dai pasi pakavhurika, vakamedzwa vapinda mukati. Ndakapinda mujeri asi hazvina kundibvisa havi yekuda madrugs. Handina kupinda ka1, handina kupinda ka2, ndakapinda ka3. Inyaya ndiri kukutaurirai kuti inini I was very fortunate. Nyasha dzanga dzakazara pandiri. Unokwanisa kusava nenyasha dzakaitika kwandiri, iwe unogona kufa. We've buried so many people, and I want to say to you, with God's grace, you can get out of drugs.
Muchandingade kusimbisa, especially kuno youth. Chekutanga, it's not an answer at all. Let's say, for example, iwe ruti ndurunira stress. Kana nduruputira stress. Stress dzako adzitize. That's the honest truth. What's worse actually, makuseni pauchamuka uchanone babaras. Point number 1. Homo yapera manje hauna kana mari yacho. Point number 2, namo iyo hainambo kutiza. It's just like your shadow. Pese pauri inenge iripo. So firstly, I'd like to implore, especially kuna wafana, the power's in you. Ndimi vakuru vacho. You have the power to say yes, you have the power to say no.
We say no to drug and substance abuse. Let us all harness efforts towards ending this scourge. With that story, we'll take a short break. Join us in the second segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. We're in the second segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. Thank you for staying with us. Police is disturbed with murder cases happening in different parts of the country under unclear circumstances. In one such case, ZRP Sourcetown Bulawayo arrested Gertrude Mpofu, aged 21, in connection with a murder case which occurred at plot number 1, Helensville, Umkuza, on 12 October 2025. The suspect allegedly struck her boyfriend, Norman Ndlovu, aged 29, once on the head with a brick following a misunderstanding. The victim died on the spot, and the body was referred to United Bulawayo hospitals for post-mortem. In another case, police in Mbare are investigating a suspected murder case in which the body of an unknown man was found lying in a pumpkin field in Matapi, near Mukuvisi River, Mbare, Harare. The body was covered with a cloth. The left leg was severely mutilated, with flesh missing from the thigh to the foot. The body had several wounds on the right leg and chest. Some hair had been removed from the head, leaving the scalp exposed. The body was conveyed to Parirenyatwa Hospital mortuary for a post-mortem examination. Zeterapi Muchakata in Masvingo province is also looking for Morgan Gwazira, aged 33, in connection with cases of murder and malicious damage to property. The accused committed the offences in Machingambi village, Masvingo, on 12 October 2025. The suspect went on rampage, struck his wife, Liliosa Gwenamo, aged 34, once on the head with an axe, sprinkled petrol on her body and set her on fire. He then set his kitchen on fire, proceeded to his uncle's homestead where he lit 3 thatched houses and later went to his father's homestead where he set 2 houses ablaze. Investigations are in progress. We now move on to this week's traffic safety segment. The much-awaited Road Accident Fund Bill, which is meant to assist victims of road crashes, is taking shape as witnessed in the ongoing public consultations being conducted by the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructural Development and the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe. The exercise has so far been conducted in various parts of the country. Crime and Road Safety Watch attended one such event at Rainbow Hotel in Bulawayo, where various stakeholders shared their opinions.
This exercise coincides with the momentous period when His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Comrade Dr. Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa's administration has emboldened its resolve to formulate robust police, legal and administrative mechanisms to transform and revolutionize the roads traffic safety management and regime of our motherland. Occasions of this nature provide us with a wonderful opportunity to share experiences and hear directly from our constituents which matters more, the real stakeholders of road safety, members of the public. We have also committed ourselves to fully engaging all those who are in the ecosystem of road safety management and regulation in general and post-crash management in particular. Zimbabwe's current road traffic accident statistics indicate that a significant number of lives are lost as a result of road accidents on a regular basis. This state of affairs is compounded by increasing vehicle population, tremendous opportunity for progress in road safety management and safety has been created by a powerful set of factors, including the announcement of a second decade of action for road safety by the United Nations General Assembly through Resolution 74 of 299. The renewed political commitment from member states of the United Nations, including Zimbabwe, and the strong foundations laid by the Decade of Action for Road Safety, the inclusion of road safety in Sustainable Development Goals, targets 3.6 and 11.2, various global ministerial conferences, the appointment of a special envoy for road safety by the United Nations Secretary General, and the establishment of the UN Road Safety Fund indicate clearly the increased importance accorded to road safety and enhanced mechanism to improve globally.
What I want to outline here is the simple process of coming up with a law. Deliberations are done at ministerial level. They discuss on the need for a solution to a problem. In this case, the solution is the law. And then they come up with a concept paper. Cabinet approves in principle that we have heard you, Minister of Transport, your presentation that there are so many people who are dying daily due to traffic accidents. There are so many people who are injured daily due to traffic accidents, and there is no adequate post-crash assistance. So we agree with your proposal. When those principles are approved, and the AG is given instructions to draft the law. And in working on the bill, after looking at a 7-page principles, what informs the length of the law that will be written are the issues that arise. And the ministry, knowing that in coming up with a law, issues do arise. And when issues arise, they have to be answered. How will this aspect be dealt with? And in order to answer that, this consultation is necessary.
Cabinet has approved the principle that we should now have a road accident fund in Zimbabwe. In terms of the Zimbabwe Constitution, there have to be public consultations when a law is being crafted. So this is the Bulawayo version that we have had here, and we will be going to all the 10 provinces for the consultations. The Road Accident Fund, as you know, is meant to assist people who are involved in any road a crash, whether they're insured or not, whether they are right or wrong. So one of the basic principles that is coming out in terms of the Road Accident Fund is that it should be a no-fault based fund. A second key component that is coming out is that while some people may be having their medical aid insured somehow, the Road Accident Fund should not duplicate and should not seek to replace what is there, but to cover the gap that is left, that constituents, that group of people that is left uninsured. And so that is a critical issue that is coming out. The third, and I think another very critical aspect that has come out from the consultations so far, is that there should be an upper limit or caps as to how much the fund should pay. And in saying this, people are interested and concerned about the sustainability of the fund, where it is known that in neighboring states perhaps there have been overclaims and the funds are no longer as sustainable as they appeared initially. And related to that is the need for the bill and the subsequent act to be as simple as possible. We have seen an over-reliance on the use of lawyers in the neighboring states. And yet the idea is not to pay the lawyers. The idea should be to pay the injured or to bury the dead.
These public consultations are still ongoing, and members of the public are encouraged to participate in their respective areas. We'll take another short break. Join us in the third and final segment. We're in the third and final segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch. Traditional leaders are a key component in fighting crime. In a recent gathering in Makhaha, Mudzi, Mashonaland East Province, Commissioner Wycliffe Makamache, the officer commanding Zetrapi Mashonaland East Province, commended the chiefs for their close relationship with the police in addressing crimes of concern within their area of jurisdictions.
Mhosva dzokubata chibharo dziri kuramba dzichiitika, asi tinorwadziwa nekuti mazuva ano kuri kubatwa zvibharo vanasikana kunyanya vasati vadarika makore 5. Naizvozvo tinokumbira madzimambo kuti kana munhu aita unhubu ihwohwu akambotiza, paanongodzoka zivisai mapurisa kuti asungwe nemhosva yaakapara. Tinoti mhosva hairovi. Pamunenge mangomuona, udzai mapurisa. Bumbiro redu remutemo wenyika rinoti vana havarodzwi kusvika vave nemakore 18. Apa tinoti madzishe nemasabhuku tibatsireiwo kuona kuti hapana here mwana mudiki arodzwa kana kuroora zvisiri pamutemo uyu. Kana madzimambo vedu vakangoti kwete mudunhu medu, tsika iyi inogona kuderera zvikuru. Chero muvakidzani wako akarodza mwana, ngaamangarirwe kumapurisa asungwe. Vanhu ngavadzidze tsika yemagariro akanaka yekuti kana mumwe ave kutaridza hasha dzakaraudzira kune mumwe wake, ngaarandudzirwe nenguva asati auraya kana kukuvadza, achinzi kwete mudunhu medu. Madzimambo tinoramba ichidzoka kwete mudunhu medu. Kuno tinotyirazve kubiwa kwemombe dzichinotengeserwa kuMozambique kana kuti dzekuMozambique dzichiuya kuno kuZimbabwe. Saka ngatibatsiranei kuti tigadzirise nyaya iyi. Isu tinongoti kana madzimambo edu vatinavo pazuva ranhasi vakangotaura kuti kwete mudunhu medu, zvose zvedu zvemapurisa zvaendeka.
Meanwhile, Chief Chikwizo challenged his counterparts to shun the habit of covering up offenders and ensure that all forms of crimes are reported to the police.
Nyaya yema-child marriages mudzimba umu zviri kuitika. Tiri kuviga vanhu vari kupara mhosva dzakaita saidzodzo, tikaona munhu apara mhosva iyo tomuti tiza usabatwe nemapurisa. But tiri kuti isusu kubata mwana chibharo asati asvika zera rekuroorwa imhosva hombe kwazvo. Hatichaiti child marriage i-rape, nokuti ukabata mwana asati akuziva zvaanoita zvochireva kuti unenge wamurepa. Saka vabereki tiri pano tinofanira kuziva kuti kana munhu apara mhosva dzakaita saidzodzo, please ngatiregei kuigiridza.
It is now time for people on the police wanted list. ZRP Bikita is looking for Lawrence Njiva, aged 32, of Mandamapwe village, Chief Chivi, for a case of murder. Arnold Muzwide of Patarai village, Chief Mukanganwi Bikita, is wanted by ZRP Bikita for a case of rape. Maxwell Baku of Chinga village, Chief Mukanganwi, is wanted by ZRP Bikita for a case of attempted murder. Anyone with information that may assist in the location of any of those wanted persons should feel free to visit any nearest police establishment or contact us on the following details. Call us on our National Complaints Desk number 0242 703 631. You can also chat with us on our WhatsApp number 0712 800 197. Visit our website www.zrp.gov.zw. You can also link with us on our email feedback@zrp.gov.zw. We are also available on the X handle @Police Zimbabwe and on Facebook, Zimbabwe Republic Police. Should you have missed any of our Crime and Road Safety Watch episodes, you can watch them on our YouTube channel, Zimbabwe Republic Police. It has been a pleasure having you along. It is the Cancer Awareness Month. Remember, early detection saves lives. From me, Onisisa Sibanda, and the Crime and Road Safety Watch crew behind the scenes, see you next time.